How to FUBAR being a redneck so thoroughly everyone goes WTF by someone who may or may not have tried all of this at a cookout once. So you always wanted to embrace the redneck lifestyle. Mud and trucks, backyard barbecues, shotguns that shot sunrays, and more denim than in the 90s country music video. But instead of honoring the noble redneck tradition, you want to absolutely FUBAR it, to mess it up so catastrophically that even Uncle Cletus, the guy who once deep fried a squirrel wearing sunglasses, says, "What the hell just happened?" Well, bucket up, partner. Here's how to squirt it up so thoroughly you'll have people questioning whether you're a satirical piece from Portland. Number 1, confuse NASCAR with Burning Man. Mistake 1. Number 1. Showing up at Talladega in a neon onesie and offering people vegan mushroom tacos from your healing yurt. No, NASCAR ain't a desert rave. Nobody here is interested in chakra realignment unless it involves a torque wrench. If you bring glow sticks to the infield, you better be using them to fix your taillights. Number 2, try to ride a gator like a horse. Florida man energy is not the same as redneck energy. Sure, both involve questionable choices and frequent contact with reptiles, but there's a line between strapping a saddle to a 12-foot gator and yelling "Yeehaw" shirtless on TikTok is how you get a Darwin Award, not respect from the small folk. Number 3, replace your truck's horn with a recorder playing "My Heart Will Go On." Customization is king, but there are rules. A lifted Ford F-250 with monster tires, American flag decals, and a horn that plays Celine Dion. That's not badass. That's emotional damage, especially if it plays every time you reverse. Number 4, throw a redneck brunch with avocado toast and mimosas. You invite folks over to your double wide expecting biscuits, sausage gravy, and maybe some squirrel stew. Instead, you serve sprouted grain toast with heirloom tomatoes and vegan aioli. Not only will your friends leave, but one of them might burn your Crocs in protest. In our yard, next to your above-ground pool. Number 5, confuse hunting season with cosplay season. Look, camouflage is a way of life, but there's a difference between tree stand camo and anime hunter with foam antlers and LED arrows. Showing up to a deer camp dressed like a apocalyptic elf ranger named Thornblade is a one-way ticket to get shot and roasted verbally, then probably with actual fire. Number 6, put a bidet in your outhouse. Luxury meets disaster. There's something deeply confusing about a wooden shack with a tin roof that blasts warm, filtered water into your nether regions, especially when it runs off solar power and has Bluetooth speakers playing Enya. Number 7, host a redneck Olympics with activities like artisanal moonshine testing and competitive yodeling. People expect beer pong on a hay bale, tire tosses, and mud wrestling. Instead, you get them a curated whiskey flight, a cheese board, and a yodeling judge who only speaks Norwegian. You didn't host the Redneck Olympics. You hosted a weird barbarian food festival with NASCAR flags. And number 8, call your cow a holistic emotional support partner. Redneck love their animals, but not like that. When you introduced Bessie at the town fair and she's a Libra with sensitive aura, someone's going to call animal control or priest, possibly both. Number 9, replace your Confederate flag with a QR code that links to your NFT collection. Now you've done it. You're confused, alienated, and cyberpunked everyone. Your barn has Wi-Fi, your overalls are smart fabric, and your hunting dog is wearing a VR headset. No one knows if you're ahead of your time or just completely lost in it. Either way, everyone's saying WTF. And number 10, end it all with a TikTok dance in the bed of a Prius. Because if you're going to FUBAR it with style. Twerking in camo overalls in the back of an electric car while a dubstep plays from a Bluetooth speaker shaped like a taxidermy squirrel. That's the kind of chaos that makes headlines and long lifelong enemies. Final thoughts: being a redneck is proud, rugged, occasionally reckless lifestyle filled with fried food, horsepower, and family traditions. But if your goal is to utterly obliterate the image into something so baffling, so deranged, and so off-brand that even the raccoons start looking at you weird, well, congrats, you just FUBAR'd it. Now get before someone tries to bash you with a rubber boot and a bottle of hot sauce. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fans, lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori. Today, your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.